Hey travelers, welcome back to Laura's Travel Talk. Today, we're going to look at part 2 of our top man-made structures around the globe. So let's kick it off. First off, we have the Great Pyramids of Giza in Egypt. They are an ancient wonder of the world, and they are the last of the ancient world. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you the list of the 7 wonders of the world, modern world, because we've covered most of them. So this has a history of spanning over 4,500 years because it was built around 2580 to 2560 BC. And it is a monumental tomb for the pharaoh Khufu. You can marvel at that great pyramids. You can see the Sphinx. You can see the smaller pyramids. And you can see that stunning desert landscape, and you can have an opportunity for a camel ride. So that might be fun. So tips for this: visit early in the morning to avoid crowds and heat. Obviously, it's in the middle of the desert. Hire a certified guide. You can learn more history that way. And wear comfortable shoes and carry water. Have fun. Next up on our list is the Statue of Liberty in the USA. New York City. What is great about the Statue of Liberty? Well, it's a symbol of freedom and democracy, and it was a gift from France in 1886. And it stands 305 feet or 93 meters tall. It's got incredible views of the New York Harbor, and it's stunning to look at. You can see how it has changed. It was a bronze statue. You'll see at the end, I posted a picture, but it is completely patinaed into that green verde color. And the museum and the pedestal offer fascinating insights into its construction. And then tips for visiting? Well, you should book tickets in advance, especially for access to the crown. And you can take the ferry early to avoid long lines and then just be over there on the island. And you can combine your whole visit, with the whole Ellis Island experience for a complete historical experience. Enjoy. Next up, we're going to go look at the Burj Khalifa in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, or UAE, as most people refer to. What's great about it? Well, it was completed in 2010, and it is a height of 2,722 feet, which is 829.8 meters tall. It is the tallest building in the world with panoramic views of Dubai. That is huge. There are observation decks on the 120th floor, 125th floor, and the 148th floor. There are stunning views and light shows and fountain displays in the evening as well. Tips for visiting? Well, book your tickets online for preferred times and lower prices. There are sunset hours offer the best views, but they are also the busiest. And then pair your visit with a meal at one of the tower's high-end restaurants. And if you go up to the 148th viewing floor, it's a little more expensive, but from what I've seen, it looks like it is absolutely worth it. So I hope you get a chance to go to Dubai and go to the Burj Khalifa. Well, next up on our list is the Parthenon in Greece. And I've been to this one, and it is pretty awesome, just like the picture shows. It was built in 447 to 432 BC, and it's a masterpiece of ancient Greek architecture, and it was built and dedicated to Athena, the goddess Athena. It's located on top of the Acropolis with breathtaking views of Athens and rich history and artistic significance as a symbol of Western civilization. Tips for visiting? Well, visit early in the morning or late afternoon so you can avoid all the tourist crowds. Wear sturdy footwear because the paths can be slippery and there's a lot of rubble around. They are old, breaking down historic architectural wonders. And then consider getting a combined ticket for access to other Athens archaeological sites. But I hope you get a chance to go to Greece because it's pretty stunning. Well, we're up to number 5 on our list, and we're going to look at Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Well, this iconic Art Deco statue is 98 feet tall or 30 meters tall, and it stands atop of Corcovado Mountain overlooking Rio de Janeiro. It was completed in 1931. It's got unparalleled views of the city, the beaches, the mountains, and it has a spiritual and cultural symbol of Brazil. That lightning hit the statue and chipped the hand on Jesus. So I thought I'd put it in there. Made it interesting. Tips for visiting. Visit during clear weather for the best views and photos. Take the train or shuttle bus to avoid parking challenges. And go early in the morning or later in the day to avoid all the crowds. Very cool. Okay, next up on our list is Petra in Jordan. This was built in 312 BC. What's great about it? Well, the ancient city is carved into the rose red sandstone cliffs, and it's known for its rock architecture. Remember, it was built in 312 BC. What? I don't know how they do this. Highlights include the treasury, the monastery, and the Sikh Canyon, and it's an UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. Tips for visiting? Well, plan a full day or more to explore it thoroughly, and wear comfortable shoes. The site involves significant walking. Enjoy. Okay, next up on our list is the Louvre in Paris, France. Well, the Louvre was completed in 1989 as we know it today, but it was originally built in 1190 as a fortress. And in 1364, it became a royal residence. And then in 1793, it was officially decided to make it a public art museum. And the glass and metal pyramid entrance to the Louvre was designed by I.M. Pei, and it's really become the symbol of that museum. Everybody recognizes that symbol. It is the largest and most famous art museum in the world, and it's home to iconic works like Mona Lisa, the Venus de Milo, and it's got stunning architecture. So, my tips for visiting: buy tickets online to skip the crowd and the lines, visit early or late in the day to avoid the peak crowds, and then plan your route in advance because the museum is massive and it's easy to get lost in. My advice: hire a private tour. You get to skip lines and you get to move through it quicker. Enjoy. So, as I mentioned, I told you I would let you know what the list of the 7 wonders of the modern world are. And they are the Great Wall of China, Petra in Jordan, Christ the Redeemer in Brazil, Machu Picchu in Peru, Chichen Itza in Mexico, the Roman Colosseum in Italy, and the Taj Mahal in India. So after this second segment of our top man-made structures, we've covered 6 of them. So in part 3, we'll have to hit Chichen Itza in Mexico. I know my son and his wife have been there, so maybe I can get some tips from them. And I want to thank you for following Laura's Travel Talk. I love doing this, and I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe. And let me know if you have any ideas for something that you would like me to review. Otherwise, I'll just keep going down my list because I have a lot of places on the list. It's a big world. So enjoy the list. And until I see you next week, boy, don't get too hot in some of those desert spots because they are serious deserts. See ya.